Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football. Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today as we get into a video. Things have happened. There wasn't a video yesterday. I was struck for time and nothing really happened. I'm not going to be uploading just for the sake of uploading and just, forcing anything. Now it's a case, look, when things have genuinely happened, I'll give a reaction. But this has also prompted an entire content plan change on this channel. There's going to be a new structure coming from next week where you'll see. Let's just say you're getting a lot more content. It's going to be endless, but in a good way, in an educative way, in a calm and peaceful way. And in a way where I've taken two of your suggestions that you've wanted to see back on the, actually one of them back on the channel, which is Reddit. Reddit is in the description, by the way. Post on there, and I'll be reacting. That video, first video for Reddit, will be out next week. And the second thing is something I used to do, but I'm bringing it, not just bringing it back, I'm evolving it. It's not just going to be just the small little niche that I used to do. It's going to be on a much grander scale, and it's going to become a feature on this channel. So from next week, all will be revealed. Make sure you're here for it. The content is going to be endless. Let's just say there's going to be a lot of double upload days, I reckon. It's going to be fun. So make sure you're here. But things have happened today, so I'm going to talk about it. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, like I said, I was struck for time yesterday as well, so I didn't react to the whole CST thing, but that's coming at the end. Stay to the end. Stay to the end. You're going to want to hear it. Let's start off with Sky Sports. I don't normally quote Sky Sports, but here they are. Here's Sky Sports. Premier League clubs have agreed on the 2025 summer transfer window dates following a shareholders meeting. The window will open early between Sunday, June 1st and Tuesday, June 10th. It will then open again on Monday, June 16th. Until deadline day on Monday, September 1st. So that's the window. Why is it closed, you may ask? Well, apparently because of Chelsea and Man City competing at the Club World Cup. And we have the transfer window open once the Premier League season's already begun. I don't understand why there has to be a 6-day gap. Just keep it open. Let other clubs do their business. I don't see the issue. And if the clubs are going to agree a deal for a player who is competing at the Club World Cup, well, tough. That's up to the clubs and the player. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it why they're shutting for 6 days. I don't get how Premier League clubs have agreed to it. They've all gone, yeah, no, let's shut for 6 days. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't add up for me anyway. But it is what it is. Football. Look, football is footballing in good ways and bad ways. There's football is footballing in very good ways where it's like it's so unpredictable and you're like, how has this happened? And there's football is footballing in bad ways where you're just looking at things and you're going, what the game's gone. The game's gone, lads. You know, game's gone. I don't know. Anyway, let's move matters to Chelsea. Let me know your thoughts. Do you agree with the 6-day gap? Or not? That's why I brought it up. I wanted to ask you guys and see if you think it's a good idea or not. Let me know down below. Move to Chelsea. This will be really easy to just narrow down. Here's the latest from David Ornstein. From what we hear, Chelsea have been working really hard behind the scenes to secure deals ahead of the window opening. I'd expect a starting winger to arrive in the light of the Mudryk uncertainty and maybe also a younger one for the future. Yeah, like we ain't got enough of those. Chelsea have options like Delap and Sesko up front, but it's not clear yet who they're going to go for. Yeah, but it is though, isn't it? Let's not kid ourselves or lie now, shall we? Let's be honest. Let's tell the truth. Let's say things for what they are. 3 years in, I think it's clear and it's obvious where it's going. Now, firstly, I love how he has said with the Mudryk uncertainty. I find it actually hilarious. No one is questioning the B sample. No one. I've not seen anyone actually try. When I say anyone, I'm not talking fans. Fans are fans. The club don't listen to fans. I'm talking about journalists, other pundits. Anyone gonna ask, where's this B sample? Or have we just forgotten it exists? This is the longest B sample, not just that football, that professional sport has ever seen. If you went to the boxing world and you told them this is how long it's taken for a B sample to come back, they'll slap you in the face. They will slap you. Not slap, slap you. Yeah? Bombastically. Tantalizing. Who's seen those videos? Yeah? Tantalizing slap. Unbelievable. But it's obvious. Yeah? It's obvious what's going on here. Chelsea will more than likely go for another winger. I expect Sancho to head back. Probably off to Dortmund. I expect Madueke to be sold because Esteval Williams is coming in. So I expect Chelsea to go for a winger. And yeah, correctly, I think going for another one who's like younger, really young. I mean, we're probably going to go for a 19-year-old anyway. And then we'll probably get like a 16-year-old. Because that's how it works. So that's what I'm expecting. And in terms of the striker scenario, let's be honest, man. Let's be real. Let's be real. It's going to be Delap. It's going to be Delap. I've already explained why. If you've seen my videos, you'll know why. Yeah, you've seen his salary. I've said it on here. If you haven't seen, go back and look. Yeah, go and do your digging. Actually, all you got to do is type in Delap salary on Google. You'll find it in 2 seconds. It's obviously going to be Delap. If we wanted to get Osimhen, he was there. If we wanted to go and get Gyökeres, he is there with a release clause. We've not bothered. We're not going to. There's other clubs that are probably going to move for him with bigger salaries. We're not going to bother. We're going to get Delap. It's obvious. So, that's that. Anyway, how's life? What did you have for dinner? I'm taking things like this now. You know, it's not worth busting your head over or going crazy anymore. It's just not. And I'll explain why. I'll explain why at the end of this video. Let's move to the latest on the stadium. Here's latest from The Guardian. Exclusive. Clearlake are not opposed to Earl's Court, but wants to be sure a deal makes financial and logistical sense and will stand the test of time. Clearlake shares the view that any stadium must be capable of hosting international football tournaments, other sports and non-sporting events. Todd Boehly has hinted at a multi-use stadium capable of generating income for the club by hosting other sports and concerts. I don't get how this is an issue. I really don't understand. It's obvious that Earl's Court would suit all of this more than Stamford Bridge. It's blatant. You get a larger capacity. You have more space. You have free will to do what you want. You can build and design and get architects to do it exactly as you ask because there's a site with nothing on it at the moment. I don't get the uncertainty here. The only thing is actually going to go and get Earl's Court. That's the problem here. There's a lot of fans that are still, I don't understand how after all this time, but they're still, I see it all the time. I'm like, are you guys watching? Are you guys reading? Are you guys, I don't know. But it's been said millions of times by many people, right? It's not about can we or can we not at Earl's Court. We could do something incredible at Earl's Court because the space is vastly larger. You have much more freedom. But it's about halting everything that development company currently at Earl's Court has done because they've been doing their thing for 4 years now. Here's more from The Guardian in regards to Earl's Court. Chelsea risk missing out on the chance to move to Earl's Court if they fail to submit a bid for the site quickly enough. This I agree with. Get a move on. Let me explain things in layman's terms so people, I hope, can understand, right? Earl's Court, the old Earl's Court got demolished. Gone. Was an arena, right? Was a place where you could go and watch like shows and like theatre and it was proper heritage. Yeah, you could go and watch like musicals and things like that and operas. That got knocked down. Now it's a site in ruins. Yeah, with tractors on it. If the tractors were there, I think I saw a couple when I was there, but that was a couple of years ago anyway, probably longer. But for the last 4 years, there's been a company that has been set up for the redevelopment of Earl's Court. They've come in with a plan on what they want to do, bringing in new residential areas, new buildings, new apartments, greenery, parks, shops, retail shops, jobs, all of that sort of stuff. There's an entire design. It's been submitted. It's been put forward. There's been a public consultation on this for 4 years. Since 2020, this has been ongoing, right? In terms of the Earl's Court Redevelopment Company, who currently hold the site in terms of what they want to do with it. They're the only ones that have a plan. They've gone to the councils. They've gone to the borough that it's situated in, which is the Royal Borough of Kensington and Chelsea, and they've gone to the neighbouring borough, which is where Stamford Bridge is situated in, which is Hammersmith and Fulham, right? The borough of Hammersmith and Fulham. They've gone to both councils because it affects both councils. Obviously, Kensington and Chelsea more because it's in it, but they've also gone to Hammersmith and Fulham for their consultation because it's going to affect them. So that's 4 years of work, and they're still moving along with the application and getting not just the councils, but now the GLA, the Greater London Authority, the Mayor of London, all of that is now in the mix in terms of this new redevelopment plan that they're going to move ahead with. Chelsea need to submit a plan. What is your plan? What do you want to do, brother? You know, we've not even done that. Do we even have a plan? Because apparently we've been talking for months, right? Apparently we've been talking for months. Do we have a plan? Do you have a stadium design? Do you have architects? Do you have dimensions? Do you have measurements? Do you have... what's the plan? If we don't even get that step done, we've got no chance of Earl's Court. You can forget it. But if we are going to go to Earl's Court and you're going to probably outbid, or you're probably going to try and buy that entire project and then try and get them to take Stamford Bridge or whatever it is, right? Get a move on. But this is the hold up. This is the real hold up. It's the club. Move. Move. If it's even possible, because I've come on here and said I've got doubts. I don't even think it's possible. I think that redevelopment plan is so far in. You're going to have to, I don't know, you're probably going to have to buy out the entire project. You're probably going to have to, I don't know, you put money talks, I guess, isn't it? You're going to have to probably do something monumental. That's a project 4 years down the line and it's still ongoing. We've not even started. And you just want to grab and take Earl's Court. It's not going to be easy. But if you want to try, hurry up. Hurry up. That's the issue here. That's the issue here. On top of that, with Earl's Court, you've also got to beat the first line of defence, which is put a plan forward so then the CPO can know what's going on, because the CPO hold rights to the pitch. Now, if you come with a plan that makes sense, right? Maybe a way of getting the CPO to transfer everything that they have at the bridge over to Earl's Court and everyone keeps the same share. Maybe that's something, but come with a plan. Hurry up. If not, it's not going to happen. Earl's Court is going to be built and then forget it. That's just the reality. That's how far in it has gone. So people just going Earl's Court. It's not easy, but it's in the hands of the club. Move. Hurry up. I don't see anything. We've not heard anything. Is there even a plan? Is there even a design? Is there, if you want to build something, you need a design, right? If you want to propose something, you got to have a design. Yeah. Has the first line even been drawn? I ask that question. Let me know. Let me know. Simple. If not, forget it. Simple. Forget it. We're just going to have to do with Stamford Bridge. But all of these points about multi-use and obviously like what Tottenham are doing and like whatever, which for me it's basically soulless, but it brings in the money. Well, if you want all of that, right, well, hurry up, design something. Let me know your thoughts. Now we get to the end of the video and we get to this. I want to show you this. This is the latest from Manchester City. Check this out. So welcome to Viagogo, to the Man City family. We're excited to announce a multi-year partnership with Viagogo, the world's leading ticket marketplace. How funny and ironic has it been that this has come out 24 hours after what the CST released, the Chelsea Supporters Trust, with their letter in regards to Vivid Seats and Todd Boehly. The reaction that I've seen to this from Man City fans has been the complete opposite to what I've seen from Chelsea fans. This is why I'm now in the frame of mind that I'm in. I've seen Man City fans, hardcore lot as well, most people that have come and they've criticised this. If you want, I can show the comments. This is their post. Obviously, we got Matisse. Matisse is in there going, "You're getting cooked." Of course, correctly so. But criticism after criticism after criticism after criticism. I mean, we're becoming everything we laughed at United for, right? You want more? Look at that. Good old Lee Judges. Criticism. It's endless. It's endless. I'm not going to keep scrolling. You guys can scroll for the hours that you want to go and watch into this. For Chelsea, it was the opposite yesterday. Man City fans today are angry that, and not just on here, you go on all platforms and you hear from all voices, and you even hear from people that are on like the YouTube, they give their opinions and whatnot. Hugh is an example, right? Fuming. I'm sure Big Steve is the same. Guys that are literally saying this is enabling touting. This is enabling people to put their tickets on platforms in order for them to be sold at higher prices. Whereas in reality, if people want to get rid of their tickets, they should sell it at face value. Each club has their ticket exchange. I know Chelsea do. You can put your tickets back on there and then it gets, or if you know someone, you want to sell it to them, but it's always done at face value, just for courtesy and just for integrity and just for doing the right thing. You know, they've partnered with Viagogo, which, and I'll be honest, Viagogo, do Viagogo put Premier League tickets on their sites? Because the last time I checked, they do. But Man City's reaction to this is just literally about just the tickets being put on a site. That's all they're unhappy about. We've got an owner who owns, majority owner, I say majority, 41%, but he has the biggest share, right, of Vivid Seats that sells tickets at crazy prices. And there's literally people going, what's the big deal? Listen, those same people are saying that the fans should be blamed. It's the people that are putting their tickets on those websites. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that too, right? I don't think people should be putting their tickets on there. But who's enabling it? An owner. An owner of the club. People can't see the wrong in that, then I'm sorry. You can try your best to control as many people as you can from putting tickets on sites like that. You're not going to stop everybody because you can't. You're going to need flipping Stalin to be risen from the dead in order to try that one out. It's not going to happen. You need a proper full-on dictator to try and get that done. It's not happening. But when you've got an owner of a Premier League club who owns a site like Vivid Seats that enables this sort of activity, as much as I do blame the fan for putting it up there to try and get a little bit of well, I say a little bit, a lot of profit, right? But we've got an owner that is running that site. It's insane. And I've seen Chelsea fans not even remotely close to the same reaction as the Man City lot that don't even have an owner on Viagogo, for example. They've just partnered with that company just as a sponsor. And I agree with the fans and what they're saying. It shouldn't be done. No Premier League club should be partnering with a ticket site. It just shouldn't happen. Because they all talk about touting and trying to stop it, and then they're enabling it. Practice what you preach. We can blame the fans for putting it on the sites in the first place, absolutely. But you're complicit as a club. And we have an owner who's like City don't, but we've got an owner that's running it. But for many Chelsea fans I've seen, it's a complete different reaction to what I've seen with Man City. So you know what? The CST, I respect for coming out and saying what they said in that letter, and I thought it was absolutely correct. But there's a lot of the fan base that see it the other way. So cool. You do you. You do you. I'm not going to be busting my head any longer. I'm just not. Simple as that. I'm going to, like I said, keep doing what I'm doing. Don't get me wrong. But like I said, I'm shifting focus, and there's going to be a lot of new things on here, and I'm going to try and to try and do things that will not only just send a really good message on here, but will alleviate a lot of, I don't want to say pain. There's going to be some very enjoyable content coming to the channel. Yeah, very enjoyable content. Let's just put it that way. I know you guys are gonna love, gonna enjoy, and it's gonna steer in a complete different direction. This is why, to be honest, I've had enough of talking about news. I don't like it anymore. I don't like it because football as a whole is shifting in this weird direction. Clearly, even Man City are doing this. Like football as a whole it's shifting away from sport. Completely. Before it used to be sport, then it became sport and business, and now it's just started. Now we are literally starting to see that transition into just business, and I hate it. I'm sorry, I can't go along with this any longer. I can't. Simple. I don't enjoy it. It's not for me. It's not my cup of tea. It's just not. It's the reality. That's where it's all heading, but I'm not complicit in it. So, like I've said, there's a new creative direction on this channel. It's going to be amazing. Don't get me wrong. And you know how we say the game's gone, the game's gone? Well, yeah, I'm going to make sure on this channel the game stays well and truly alive. So if you might understand where things are heading, you can read in between the lines. But soon all will be revealed starting next week. Make sure you guys are here. Don't get me wrong, many things that I normally do are still going to be here. Your previews and reviews and all that, that's cool. They'll be there. In fact, I'm going to be expanding. But you'll see. From next week, all shall be seen. Let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Notification bell on. All football fans, by the way, make sure you're here because there's going to be content that applies to all of you. And I will catch all of you soon. In a bit, people, look after yourselves. Take care and peace.